Our home reno expert, Paddy O'Neil, back with us after a bit of time away. You've been busy, I know.
Busy.
And of course, as part of your expertise, you no doubt look forward to summer, and a big part of that is backyard fires.
Whether I'm building them or sitting by one, it's all good.
That's right. Well, we had a fire ban in place yesterday in town. We're keeping an eye on that. We'll keep you updated. But now is a good time to build the fire pit. So
by the time you get it done, the fire
ban will be lifted. That's right. So where do we need to start here, Paddy?
So the first thing you want to do is get your base ready.
Okay.
So whether you're building just a fire pit or whether you're building a fire pit with a patio around it, you want to make sure that your base is good. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to dig out your soil, and you know, some people just take the blocks and they just tear out the grass and put them on the dirt, and 2 months later it's all over the place.
All over the place, and grass growing through.
So
and blah, blah, blah.
Your base, you want to have. This is called road crush.
Yeah.
It's got sand and gravel mixed together.
And you can just buy it like this.
Absolutely, you can buy it in bulk. This you want to put down for a patio 4 to 6 inches deep, and you want to pack it real hard. Okay,
like with just a shovel, hand pack it, or you need to actually get one of those big rollers?
It depends. You can use a tamper as well to tamp it down.
Okay, just depends how diligent you are. Yeah.
After that, then you want to put on a skiff of cement sand, which is this.
Okay.
Stays moist, it packs real hard.
So this goes on top of the road crush?
Yeah, and it gives you a little bit of a base that you can level off and, you know, make your stones nice and flat. Once you get your base done, okay, then you can start laying your stones. There's different stones you can do.
Okay, you brought in a few different examples. Yeah. What do you like about this style? Who does this best fit? Somebody that just wants to get it done, they fit together nicely, nice and easy? Yeah, this is called tumble stone. It's just 2 different kinds of stones. Okay. They go together. And you're literally just going to place one next to the other on top of each other?
Each one, you'll see that you catch half of a notch on each one.
So so it's actually going to hold it in place.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't actually need to have any sort of cement or any adhesive or any glue?
Absolutely not.
Nothing like that?
No.
Okay.
And the old style fire pits that were made out of the cinder blocks, you always had to leave an airspace. You had to leave one block out on the bottom row.
That's right.
These ones you don't, because you can see the gaps in them. So
okay, so the fire is going to be able to feed itself oxygen without that space there.
And these ones here, if you want to grab a stone there.
Yeah, what are these called? Who wears a suit jacket to put in a fire pit? Like, seriously, my dad is just covering his face right now. Like, son, I built a fence in front of you. What's your problem?
These ones just stack up like this. And I only brought enough to make, you know, part of 2 rows.
So it goes right next to it like this?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, how do I know if it's fitting properly? Because it seems like it's not.
Well, when you get them together and then you take a look from the front, it all looks like a.
So it is working?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, you're splitting your joints, right?
Yeah.
And you're covering each one. Then you just put another one on, and then grab a cap there.
Okay.
Put your cap on, and now remember, we'd be 1 more row higher because they normally go 3 rows.
Is just what goes on the top.
Yeah, it's just decorative.
Now, are these again just going to sit in place like this, or is there anything holding them there?
Nope, just going to sit just like that.
Okay, perfect.
And then the air flows through them, and you got a perfect fire.
Now, you've brought in these other blocks as well. Is this if you want to kind of expand the fire pit out? Is that the idea?
If you don't want to sit on the grass, you want your lawn chairs to be on
a patio type surface.
So you just get stones like this. You circle your fire pit with them, and you just keep moving your way out, row by row. Okay. And then
now, is this the same sort of thing, though, Paddy? You got to go back to this road crush.
Absolutely, your whole base,
because otherwise it's going to be a nightmare. You're going to have grass growing through. It's not, and people are spraying their ankles on it, right?
Yeah. And then once you're finished, this is an edger, and you can see that it's flexible.
Yeah.
And you just put this around whatever size of rigging you've made, and your blocks go up against it.
Yeah.
And you use those spikes to spike it into the ground.
And it holds it in place.
And it holds everything in place.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Paddy, you make it look easy.
Is
that because
easy.
it is? Great to see you. What's this you brought along with you?
We got a giveaway here from our friends at Canar Rock Products.
Yeah. Is that where you got all these stones, by the way?
These all came from Canar.
Okay, and what's this thing? That's kind of a Latin American or sort of a Central American kind of contraption.
Central American, Mexican. It's called a chimenea. Chimenea. They used to be used for cooking purposes. I mean, they get a lot bigger.
Oh, that would look good in the yard.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we'll do. If you're caller number 4 right now at 780-412-2790, caller number 4 will take that prize back home from Canar Rock Products. Paddy O'Neil, so good to see you, my man.
You too.
You want to get in touch with Paddy, tap into his expertise, just check out his contact information under the inside BT link at breakfasttelevision.ca. Thumbs up, dog. Woof. We'll be right back after this. More BT to come.
Hellfire, and I bring you